what I want, I'll come prepared.
So these are the microlink beads that I use, but these are the correct ones to use. You can see they're a little bit longer, and I believe they hold the entire tip of the I-tips. I also want to mention that the beads come in different colors in case you have different color hair.
Give me the keys to
After that, you're going to need these pliers, and this is going to squeeze the bead onto the hair.
choosy, cause I can, boy.
So this is the hair that I use. It's the Wavy Indian hair. I love it because it matches my hair, whether it's blow dried or straightened with a flat iron. I got it from a brand called Studio Techilo. I think I'm saying that wrong, but I only got 3 packs and it still feels very full. I used about 2.5 to do my entire head. Things to know before getting microlinks and I-tips. They can last up to 2 months or longer with the proper care and maintenance. Avoid microlinks if your hair is thinning because there will be added stress to your hair. They do not always require heat. There are several different hair textures that you can definitely choose between. As you can see from this Google search, if your hair is natural, there are many textures out there today that will mimic your hair pattern and your curl pattern. This way you can still do bomb twist outs, bomb braid outs, all kinds of bomb natural hairstyles that don't require heat. The install time can be between 1 to 4 hours depending on the stylist. Since it was our first time, it did take about 4 hours. Microlinks can be very expensive to have installed. When I did my research, I found pricing between $300 to $1,000 just to have installed. And yes, you can wash your hair. Just be very gentle and very delicate. 7 days later, after I installed my microlinks, I actually washed my hair and dyed it. And I was able to blow dry it. Just be very gentle, move slow, and be very delicate with your hair. Now, let's get started. So for the first couple of steps, you want to make sure that you're starting off on freshly washed hair. Next, you're gonna want to flat iron your entire head, or you can do it row by row. Now you want to separate the amounts of leave out that you will want to leave out. Now keep in mind, this is not a permanent decision. If you finish the entire hairstyle and realize you should have left out more or you should have left out less, you can definitely do that towards the end. You can modify it. It's very easy to modify. So it's not a permanent decision, but mapping out your leave out will make life a little easier. Okay. So here's an up close and personal demonstration. You're going to section off a piece of hair with your pulling needle, put the hair inside the pulling needle, and then slide down the micro tip ring until it touches the root of the hair and pull the hair through. Once you've done that, you want to get your I-tip, and then you want to push the I-tip inside of the ring. My aunt placed mine on top of the hair, and then you're going to squeeze it with your pliers. Now don't squeeze too tight or it will cut your hair. I also want to mention, do not put the ring and the I-tip too close to your root because it will be super tight. So you want to make sure you have, I would say, about 1/2 centimeter or enough room by the root where it's not super tight. Next, you want to go ahead and just do this all around the head. So we just did it in neat rows going from left to right until we got up to the top portion of the head. So I got this question a lot in my Instagram DMs. Can I do the half up, half down hairstyle? And the answer is yes. Now, if you are going to do this hairstyle, just make sure you leave out some hair where the part would be for the half up, half down. You want to leave out enough hair to cover the I-tips. It's kind of like if you were going to do the half up, half down with sewing it in. You would want to cover the wefts and leave out enough hair to cover the wefts. So same concept. As for me, I did not leave out any hair in the middle. I did microlinks all in the middle of my head. So I just wanted to show you guys how it could be done if you wanted a half up, half down. Nope, I do not have a perm and my hair is natural. What is my hair texture? I have no clue. No, it does not hurt unless you are installing the microlinks very tightly, which you should not be doing. It can be hard to install if you have absolutely no hair experience. My aunt used to do hair a lot back in the day. She's actually who taught me how to do hair, so that's probably why it was easier for us to catch on. So another tip that I want to tell you guys is when you are pulling this little black tool onto your hair, make sure you're not picking up thick chunks of your real hair, because it is not going to go through that small circle thing. It's also going to probably put more tension on your hair and possibly rip some hair out. So we don't want to do that. Instead, make sure you pull small amounts, especially if your hair is thicker, through the circle so that it just is comfortable and not putting too much stress and pulling and tension on your hair as you are installing this hairstyle. Honestly, I would say as you're doing this hairstyle, take your time, figure out what you like, figure out if you want more hair left out, less hair left out. You'll definitely figure it out as you're going along. Again, this is my first time doing it, so I'm learning as well as I'm doing it, and I actually really love the idea of iTips. I feel like it's very comfortable. I was really getting tired of wearing wigs, and I feel like my hairline is doing its own thing these days, which is why I want to just give it a little break. I also want to mention that I specifically got this hair texture because I don't really want to put heat on my hair all the time. So this hair texture, with me just blow drying my hair and blow drying the actual iTips, match perfectly. So you can wash your hair with this. You can still style your hair in different ways with the Microlinks. So it offers a lot of flexibility and just gives you the option to do a whole bunch of different looks.
You look nice with your hair natural.
I like it. I feel like myself again.
Yeah, it's like, all right,
This
so
looks really good. Yeah.
So she look like she going to prom. I'm sorry if I'm giving you, not giving you the...
I'll take prom. Ain't nothing wrong with prom. I've never been. In conclusion, I loved the outcome and the results. Absolutely love the way the hair texture feels. Matches perfectly. Feels good. I haven't had any tangles. Definitely no shedding there. So I'm impressed. Me and my aunt figured it out and we got it. If you guys have done this hairstyle before and you have some tips and tricks that you want to leave down below, definitely do that. I think a lot of people would love to know, including me as well. And thank you guys for watching this video. Don't forget, shop my boutique, shop@alluracouture.com, and I'll see you guys in my next video.